friends and fellows. Most workplaces contain hazardous chemicals. Whether you are using hazardous chemicals for manufacturing, metal fabrication, petroleum processing, or simply just for cleaning the floors, houses, dishes, drains, pest control products, weed killers, LPG, detergent, conditioner, bleach, or disinfectant. All these are the different types or the forms of chemical substances. And once there is a use of chemical, there is a risk involved. Your job is to minimize the likelihood that someone at your workplace could be harmed by those chemicals. Just for your information, humans have found or made 50 million different chemicals here on the earth, the vast majority over the last few decades. The European Chemicals Agency estimates there are more than 144,000 man-made chemicals in existence. The United States Department of Health estimates 2,000 new chemicals are being released every year in this chemical world. Welcome to HSC tutorial. Today we are discussing about the safe handling of chemicals, either at work, either in-house. I'm your host, Javed, and you are watching Safety First. If you are new on this channel, kindly subscribe the channel. And if you find the video informative, then like, comment, and share the video. Let us discuss the categories of hazardous chemicals are the properties of different chemical substances. The chemicals in overuse in our daily lives may be corrosive, flammable, toxic, reactive, biological infectious, carcinogen, radioactive, oxidizing, explosive, harmful, irritant, or may be dangerous for the environment. Now, let us understand the hazardous chemical properties one by one. Do you know what corrosive means? Corrosive substances which possess the property of severely damaging living tissue and of attacking other materials such as metal and wood. Corrosive materials include acids and alkalis. Such materials often destroy their container and get into the atmosphere of a storage area. Some are volatile, while the others react violently with moisture. Examples of corrosive materials or substances are sulfides, cyanides, phosphides, carbides, and fluorides, etc. What are flammable materials or flammable chemicals? Flammable chemicals catch on fire and burn easily at normal working temperatures. You find them in just about every workplace. Fuels, solvents, thinners, cleaners, adhesives, paints, waxes, and polishes. Make sure they are stored and dispensed away from heat and ignition sources. Flammables are often toxic and corrosive, so you should also check the SDS safety data sheet to find out the other hazards associated with these chemicals or chemical substances. What do you understand by toxic material? Toxic materials are poisonous substances known or believed to be harmful to people's health, often producing chronic, irreversible physical problems and possibly harming subsequent generations. Examples of toxics are asbestos, benzene, chloroform, chromates, and mercury, etc. What do you understand by reactive chemicals? Self-reactive chemicals are particularly dangerous because they can detonate, explode, or catch fire even without oxygen. Sometimes all it takes is sunlight, slight heat, friction, mechanical shock, or contamination with incompatible materials. Along with explosives, it's critical that your organization has clear manual handling procedures and staff are trained in emergency procedures in the event of an explosion. If friction is a source of ignition, safe storage of the self-reactive chemical is critical. Chemical substances posing biological hazards as well. A biological hazard or biohazard is a biological substance that poses a threat to the health of living organisms, primarily humans. This could include a sample of a microorganism, virus, or toxin that can adversely affect human health. Sources of biological hazards may include bacteria, viruses, insects, plants, birds, animals, and other humans. These sources can cause a variety of health effects, ranging from breathing problems, skin rashes, allergic reactions, allergic sensitization, allergies of infections, tuberculosis, AIDS, cancer, and much more. Dear friends and fellows, you are watching Safety First, and today we are discussing about the safe use, storage, handling, and transportation of chemical substances. Chemical substances having carcinogenic properties. What is a carcinogen? A carcinogen is an agent with the capacity to cause cancer in humans. Carcinogens may be natural, such as aflatoxin, which is produced by a fungus and sometimes found on stored grains, or man-made, such as asbestos or tobacco smoke. Carcinogens work by interacting with the cell's DNA and inducing genetic mutation. A few well-known carcinogens are asbestos, nickel, cadmium, radon, vinyl chloride, benzidine, and benzene. These carcinogens may act alone or with another carcinogen to increase your risk. Do you know the chemicals have radioactive property? Radioactivity is defined as the emission of particles and electromagnetic rays from the nucleus of an unstable atom. The common designations are radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays. Radiation damages your stomach and intestines, blood vessels, and bone marrow, which makes blood cells. Damage to bone marrow lowers the number of disease-fighting white blood cells in your body. As a result, most people who die from radiation sickness are killed by infections or internal bleeding. Dear friends and fellows, you understand very well the chemicals are dangerous. Chemical substances are hazardous. And it is also a reality that it is our part and parcel of daily life. We are using chemicals at our workplaces as well as in our houses. It means chemicals at one side very hazardous, and on the other end these are beneficial for the progress and comfort of the human beings. The question is how to use these chemicals that may not pose any threat or imminent danger to the health, property, or the environment, from where we can get such valuable information. The best way to deal with the chemicals is to go through the SDS. What is SDS? Safety Data Sheet. Let us understand the contents of the elements of SDS. SDS contains 16 elements or 16 parts. Element number one, identification of the substance, mixture, and of the company undertaking. Element number two of SDS, hazards identification. Element number three, composition or information on ingredients of chemical. Element number four of SDS, first aid measures. Element number five, firefighting measures. Element number six, accidental release measures. Element number seven, handling and storage of chemicals. Element number eight, exposure controls and personal protection. Element number nine of SDS, physical and chemical properties. Element number 10, stability and reactivity. Element number 11, toxicological information. Element number 12, ecological information. Element number 13, disposal considerations. Element number 14, transport information. Element number 15, regulatory information. And the last item, element number 16, other information. First 15 elements you can understand by the heading easily. But in 16, other information means when the SDS was revised. Is this the SDS revision 1 or 2 or number 3? Such information is mentioned in other information, element number 16. Dear friends and fellows, if you will follow the contents of SDS, you can easily utilize, manage, handle, transport, or store the chemicals safely in your houses and at your workplaces. But one most important point, keep all the chemicals either in the houses, in the toilet, in the kitchen, or anywhere away from the reach of your kids, your young children, because they are not able to go through the contents of SDS. And if they expose with the chemical properties, they can put their life in danger. So it's your responsibility to keep all the chemicals away from the reach of your children. And that's it. The short training session related to chemical safety is over now. If you have any question, please ask in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and share the video. Hope to see you soon with a new HSC tutorial. Till then, take care, good luck, and Allah Hafiz.